Good morning, guys. Today's video, I'm just going to do a quick review on G20. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I love me some Viola Davis. I think she's a phenomenal actress, and I just love nearly everything that she's been. She has such a wide range, and her characters are like spot on. And I know y'all all know this Annalise Keating walk. It's so iconic. I watched G20, and in this, Viola Davis plays as Madam President, and her family go to a G20 summit, which is basically just gathering 20 of the most influential or powerful leaders in the world at one specific spot to, I think they were talking about the economy or climate change. I don't remember specifically what they were going there for, but I'm pretty sure it was for the economy. Obviously, if there's a whole bunch of world leaders that gather together, there's gonna be some kind of something going on. So there's basically like a terror cell that tries to entrap all of the world leaders and the philanthropists and everybody that's there. And Viola did the thing. Now, the last time that I've seen her really in like an action movie and an action role was The Woman King. And from that, like, I saw some behind the scenes footage, and her dedication to it, like she was doing all of the workouts and everything. And then her on screen looked really good to me. I think the only downfall of that film was there was not a consistent accent. So everyone had kind of like different countries' accents in it, and that kind of like takes you a little bit out if you're really focusing on that. But I think I like the storyline for what it was. In this movie, like, you get to see a lot more action from her, which I'm like, yeah. I think she played that action role really well. And I forget what the guy's name is from Grownish, but he played her husband. And honestly, to see him get punched, I'm just gonna say it, I think Drew just needed it. From the clips I've seen on TikTok, I feel like I watched the entire show. I mean, TikTok be having an entire series on there, you know, like, it's just not something that I could avoid. So I watched some of those clips, and honestly, his character needed some punches. I'll just say that. But I think the execution of how Viola like gets down and dirty with these people, yes, it eats. I would say I'd give it an 8 out of 10 because I do like the premise of the world leaders. It did revolve around cryptocurrency. So, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but I will say that movies have a way of putting things out that may or may not happen. Now, we saw this with The Simpsons, so I'm not saying that this is The Simpsons, but it did have to do with crypto, and it did have to do with the economy, and we see some things changing in the economy, so you never know. Just, you know, keep your eye out. I was watching this video on TikTok where this guy was talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 2 and how one of the campaigns, it was basically a Cold War between the USA and China off of tariffs. Now, whenever Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out, that was years and years ago. What? I'm just saying, like, sometimes a coincidence is not a coincidence. But let me back off that. That's another story for another day. Anyway, if you guys are interested in watching G20, definitely give it a watch. It's on Amazon Prime. So if you have a Prime membership, you can watch it there. I kind of liked that it was on Amazon Prime, because I could just be in my cabin on my TV and watch it there. It was nice. I had some big ziti to eat with it. And so, you know, I think, again, I would give the movie an 8 out of 10 overall, because I did like it. I did like the action scenes. I thought they were pretty good. And I was actually I was anticipating this movie because I don't see Viola Davis in a whole lot of action roles. So I think she played Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad. So I think she did play in that, but, you know, obviously Amanda Waller wasn't, you know, fighting people often. She wasn't fighting people often. I do remember that scuffle she had with Batman that one time. But so I'm actually pretty excited to see her in that kind of role. Again, I love Viola Davis's movies. I think she's a phenomenal actress. So I'm looking forward to the next thing that she puts out. But I think for now I'm just going to dedicate like some playlists because I love movies. I love them so much. And then I'll put some reviews out on some of the upcoming movies that I'm thinking of watching. Be on the lookout for that. But as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.